Oh, it's recorded. My bad. Hi you guys. I know it's been months since I made a video. It's been a very long time. I think last time I made a video, I was like around 30 something weeks pregnant, maybe even 20 something. I'm not really sure. But I've had my son. Oh my goodness. I have so much to keep update you guys on. Not sure how long this video is gonna let me record, but if it goes over the time, then I'll just make more parts to the video. Well, first off, the last time I went to the doctor, I was pregnant, was when I was 40 weeks and a day, I think. Was I? I'm thinking so. No, 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 no. It was when I was 39 weeks. Sorry, you guys. 39 weeks and 2 days pregnant. My doctor told me that I was not dilated at all, so he was going to induce me on the day after Christmas, which my due date was December 19th, and I just wasn't having that. Christmas is one of my no, I take that back. Christmas is my favorite holiday of the year. It's always been since I was a kid, so I'm a really big kid at heart. Christmas is my thing, and that's why I know my son Christmases for the rest of his life will just be wonderful. Anyway, so he told me he was gonna do me December 26th, which I said like it's a big no-no. I'm sorry, that's just not gonna happen. I have to be home for Christmas, because I was living in Virginia at the time, but my family is in Georgia, so I had to be home for Christmas. Like that was just the big, you know, it has to happen. But anyway, I'm kind of up writing my boyfriend on Facebook while I'm doing this video. So just in case I look away, that's why. So hold on 1 second, because I can't like really talk and type. I know it's kind of weird, but 1 second. Okay, but yeah. So let's see. I went to school. I was still in cosmetology school, up until I had my son. I wasn't going to quit school. So oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I think it was on my foot. But okay. So I went to school all the way up until like I had my son. So let's say December the 19th was my due date, which was on a Sunday. So I went to school that Monday. Um was it that Monday I went to the hospital? Yes, that Monday after school. I got to school at 4:30. I just couldn't move, you guys. I was just so uncomfortable. So, my friends decided, let's just go to the hospital after school is over. So I drove myself to the hospital, which my friends followed me and everything. And it was kind of crazy. I know this is probably kind of wrong, but I was just so miserable. And they were going to let me go back home until my doctor was ready to induce me, but that just couldn't happen because I was just so uncomfortable. So my friend, well, my old friend now, she came to the hospital and I made her so angry, and I put the blood pressure, thing on her. So I was making her angry, getting her to talk about all these, crazy stories about her old boyfriend and stuff like that. So her blood pressure would go up, so I could put the thing on my arm that would keep me so they could, you know, take my son. So yeah. So that happened, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, Miss Anderson, you know, your blood pressure just skyrocketed." And I was like, "Oh, really? Oh my goodness, what's going on?" Like I'm like trying to act so clueless. But anyway, so they decided to keep me, that night, and they came back and it was like, "Well, Miss Anderson, well, my doctor wasn't working, so they were like, Miss Anderson, so and so doctor's gonna do you in the morning, like 8 o'clock." So like, okay, that's fine. Can I just have something to eat before I go to bed? And I'm talking on Skype and Uvu with all my friends and my mom and all that stuff. And my boyfriend, he couldn't make it. It was far from where we stayed. We only have one car, so he really he couldn't make it. So I mean, it was okay, that's fine, I understand, stuff happens. But so anyway, that night I just really couldn't sleep because I was so excited to be induced the next morning. So let's see, 6 o'clock that morning I woke up because I was having really bad contractions, my first time having full blown contractions, and they were just got just skyrocketing. So let's see. So the doctor came in. Well, the nurse came in like, "Well, Miss Anderson, we're going to take you into the delivery room," and because they had put me in another room because they had so many babies been delivered that Monday night when I got there. So they put me in the delivery room and everything. They induced me at 8 o'clock. They had already looked at my contractions at first. They're like, "Oh my goodness, Miss Anderson, your contractions are just out of this world. I'm like, I know, like, they freaking hurt, man. So they induced me. When I say those contractions hurt so bad, they hurt so bad. Some people like describe labor pains to me as menstrual cramps. And honestly, I've had my period since I was like 13. And when I was 13 was the only time I've ever had cramps. And those cramps, even though I was 13 years ago, I can remember those cramps, and they were nothing like my labor pains. Nothing at all. They're not even on the same scale. Like, so I can't remember who told me that, but whoever said it, I'm sorry. You were wrong. So they induced me, and I'm just, I couldn't eat anything. They wanted me to drink freaking hot green tea and all this stupid stuff that I really didn't want. I just wanted something to eat. I wanted a sandwich, some chips, a candy bar, some cereal, something. They just wouldn't let me freaking eat, man. So I was basically in the room in the hospital by myself. All my friends were in school. Like I said, my boyfriend situation with that. He couldn't make it and everything. So finally, my friends came, Alicia and Jerome. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. Kisses. If you ever watch this video, I love you guys like a million times one. But so I was so excited when they got there. I was still in pain, but I was so excited. So at first I decided not to get, epidural and everything. I just wasn't with that. I wanted to see, if I could have my son natural. I wanted my first child to be natural. And you guys, I didn't make it. When they induced me, I was in, actually, let me go and tell you now. I was in labor for 21 hours and 20 minutes. Well, let's just say 21 hours. We're not gonna add the minutes because I'm not really sure. But so yeah. So they induced me and everything, and I just wasn't opening. Like my cervix was like, sorry, you're only gonna open this much, we're not opening anymore. I'm like, this it. The baby's not coming out this way. He doesn't want to come. My son didn't want to come at all. At all. So, they asked me that I wanted any epidural or anything, and I was like, yes, because I couldn't sleep. The pain was everybody in their sleep, except for Jerome. He stayed up with me, but Alicia was knocked out. She was like dead to the world. So I'm like, oh my God, please, yes, I want to go to sleep, please, because he's not coming right now. So can you please give me something? So the epidural was actually better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought I was actually going to be jumping and moving like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Like really about needles, because I hate needles to death. They freaking scare me. But it was fine. The contractions hurt more than what they're putting the needle in my back hurt. So they gave me the epidural. I want to say like 11 or 12. It's either 11 o'clock Tuesday night or 12 o'clock or midnight Wednesday morning. So yeah, that was crazy. And let's see. So like I said, the doctor came in, she's checking me. Oh, you guys, my freaking nurse, let me tell you, she was the freaking worst. If I knew her name, I would say it right now and tell you what hospital I had my son at, and tell you, if this lady is there, you deliver your baby, please ask for another nurse. Do you know this freaking lady put my IV right here? Right here. I'm sorry. My grandmother's a nurse. She said, yes, there is a vein there. You can, get an IV there. But I'm sorry. I'm not 50 and 60. I cannot see a vein in this hand. I have great veins. Great. They're everywhere. They're great. This lady put it right here. And I kept telling her it's so uncomfortable. Like I never had IV hurt this bad. Do you know my hand was the size? It was like this, like literally. How wide this is. This is like, it was like this. My hand was freaking, oh my goodness. Then the freaking Pitocin, I'm allergic to it. It broke me out in hives. Can you believe it? But yeah, but everything else was great. My doctor, she was just wonderful. She came in, she talked to me and everything, let me know, Miss Anderson, you've been in labor for 21 hours and you've only dilated 4 centimeters. I don't think he's going to come that way. His heart rate is going down, so And they had to, give me another epidural because mine wore off. I'm like, okay, do you freaking think my child's heart rate is gonna go down? All the freaking medicine you guys are giving me, like, of course, come on now. That's the one reason why I didn't want to, have an epidural, because I wanted my son to be, focused when he got out. But, everything was fine. The lady was like, so I didn't want a C-section at all because I loved my stomach. Before I had my son, I showed it all the time. Like, if I could walk around in a halter top, not a halter top, oh my goodness, one of the shirts you show your stomach and my belly button ring, or a bikini top during the winter, I freaking would, because I just love my stomach that much. Even though now I have stretch marks, but that's okay. I'm embracing them. But anyway, so she's like, you'll see your baby in 5 minutes tops. I was like, 5 minutes? Yes, please. Let's do this C-section right now. I'm so ready to see my baby. So finally, we got in the room and everything. I took my best friend Alicia back there because I could only take one person, since my boyfriend wasn't there. And everything went okay. It This video is finna end, so I'm gonna make another one. Part 2 coming.